Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Super Metroid. Welcome back to what is probably the finale of the game. In the previous episode we went ahead and fought Ridley and we're like, where's my Metroid? And then, well, the Metroid wasn't there to say the least. Today we have a couple of things to pick up while we're heading towards the final area. We're going to do some backtracking and then we're going to, well, beat the game. So I thought between episodes of a couple places where the missing missile tanks that we do not have yet could be. So let's go ahead and go there. The first of those is the speed run room, which is in the top right of this map. So I will meet you up there. Anyways, we're coming to this room. I did a little bit of grinding off screen just so we could see what our total amount of goodies was. We come over to here, all the way in, and shoot upwards. You see that there is a tank right here. So this is one of the ones that we were missing. Unfortunately, we're still missing one more, and I do not have a good idea of where it is located at. I have an idea, and one of the places it could be, I'm going to start by checking Meridia, and I think it's that one room where, in the grapple hook, hell room, where, I don't know what's here. I'm going to go ahead and check that room on the top of the grapple room, so I'll be there in a second. After that, I think it might be in Brintstar. That's the other place I was thinking is the room in which you're supposed to get the power bombs at first. I don't remember if we bombed in there to go ahead and get those, or get a missile tank in there. So we'll check both of those locations real quick. Pop up over. See, now we don't have to use the godforsaken grapple beam. We just jump. So I was thinking there was nothing in this room as a power-up goes, and that was very strange. There's got to be something in here that I'm just not seeing. Can I just, go through? Oh, there you go. You just jump through the wall there. And where does this go? Does this lead to something? Well, it leads to here. But is there anything here? Is it just a shortcut? Oh no, that's just a shortcut. That's unfortunate. Well, we're in Brintstar. I have to figure out where the other place is. I will be right back. I'm trying to think where the place where you first get the bombs are. The power bombs. Oh goody. Is it not down here at the bottom of this room maybe? If I drop a bomb here. Oh, that's what it is. There you go. This is, yep. That should be the last one right there. I want to say we're going to swing by the ship before we go finish off the game, but this is where you're supposed to, for the very first time, go ahead and get power bombs. This was not our first power bombs. We got it in a completely different area, but, oh well, we did it. I think we have all of our items. I'm going to go ahead and head up to the ship real quick, and we're going to go ahead and check that just to be sure. To make sure we have everything. But as long as we have, well, everything, we can go ahead and finish up the game, which should be, it should be good. It's been, I don't want to say a long time coming. This is a very short Let's Play, all things considering, but we did it. We have gone ahead and gone through all my shenanigans, and we've gone and dealt with the fact that I don't remember some parts of this game very well at all, and other parts of this game, well, I don't like doing properly, so to speak. But still, it was fun. This definitely is not a normal run of the game, though. And I don't even know if we have all the items. I think we have all the items, but we're going to check the numbers when we get up here. But it's definitely been fun, and I think I would have enjoyed this less if I played through the game normally, in the order you're supposed to. Playing through in this order has a certain, joy to it, all things considering. We can just jump through here. Let's go over to the ship and pop on in. So let's see what our totals are, and we'll save. And how about it? Do we have everything? 45. That's a strange number. No, 230 and 50 are correct. I don't think 45 is the number for the number of power bombs. I'm going to check that online real quick. I'll be right back. So there might be, so we are missing one thing of power bombs. I'm going to go ahead and look around and see if we can find it. It might be in Ridley's hideout, or who knows? We will find it. That's the important bit. Yeah, I want to say if we come into this room, one of the places it could have been, and I wasn't really thinking about this, but there is a, is it right here? Yeah, that's where it is. It's in that right there. I don't remember how you get into that door, but that is where it is. It totally is. So if we look at here, I think this is actually, that's where you exit. What you want to do is come from above, and there should be a hole in the wall maybe. Let's go ahead and see using this. So those are fall down blocks. Maybe it's up above. Let's go ahead and get to that upper platform, which we kind of did the weird jump for way back when. And is there a hole? There totally is a hole in this wall. So we didn't have power bombs when we came here anyways to do this, but going through this wall into here will eventually lead us to exactly where we want to go. It should be right here. Maybe. Just drop a bomb because these guys they're bad. They're in the way. Is it not right here? It's very clearly... Oh, it's a super missile. So we're using all our power-ups right here. Fall down. And we got it. There we go. All of the upgrades in the game. Congratulations to us. We did it. And it wasn't even that hard. I was thinking I might even have to go all the way back to like Ridley's lair. Nope. We are perfectly fine. Why is that not opening up? Oh my. Where do you go through? Oh, it's through the back here. I was like, wait, you don't just go through that side? Nope, you go over here. I guess that's more convenient. Come on, come down for me. I don't know if I've ever shown that, but if you bomb those things again, they will actually come down as well. It's not just an upwards motion kind of deal. So, we do that. And then, once again, I think I'm going to run back to the ship real quick because it's kind of on the way. And then I will meet you guys back in, like, the only place we haven't really been yet. So, I will meet you guys there in a second. 230 missiles, 50 super missiles, 50 power missiles, not power missiles, power bombs, full energy tanks, full reserve tanks, if I remember correctly. I'll check that in a second. But as long as we have all the reserve tanks, which, just for reference, we do. We have all 4 of them. We have 100% the game as far as that is concerned. The only thing that is left to do, beyond the fact that we're missing a couple map squares because we didn't technically go around and fill in every single map as we were going throughout the areas, is to beat the final boss. So we'll just run our way through here and pop on down. And if you remember, there was a room at the very beginning. I was like, this room's not important until the very end of the game. Well, guess what? We are at the very end of the game now. Surprise! So, we go ahead and run through here. The atmosphere is all sorts of weird. Go into this room, and you see, well, it's all the bosses that we had killed. Their souls, I guess, fly out of them, one by one. So we had killed all of those. You got Kraid, you got the guy from the wrecked ship, I don't remember his name. You got the guy from Meridia, don't remember her name, and Ridley. We got all of them. We murdered all of them one after the other for our own goals of getting the Metroid back. And they sink into the ground. If you're paying attention, you can already tell what's going to happen here. It's not that hard to really, I don't want to say understand, but to see. Shakes and the ground falls out. We'll unlock that even though it doesn't have any real reason to. Hit the down button and we go into the actual final area of the game. I don't remember what this area is called. I'll be honest. I think it starts with a T. We'll look at the map when we get in here. But it's all mechanical. Torion. Very small area if you were looking at just the very brief preview that we got there. You saw that that acid still hurts us. It's still dangerous here. Let's actually save. Well, it's fine. There'll be a save point later on. I just have a bad habit of hitting the B button instead of actually saving because of how things are mapped. And I usually, my thumb, when I'm holding it, is on the B button. And we have actual Metroids. To kill them, you have to freeze them and then go ahead and hit them with a super missile. It's not all that bad, except if they grab you. Then you have to go ahead and use a, whatever you call it, power bombs. So make sure you kill them before they grab you, because otherwise it's a bit of a pain. But they drop plenty of pickups, so it's not that much of an issue. But unlike the Metroids that we were seeing earlier, these ones, you know, they have some bite to them. Especially if you manage to miss them several times over. You know, they have the little, what do they call them? Like, what are those pasta things called that are the circles? They have like those here. Oh, so there's one more. That are going to be knocking you around, so just be careful of that. We'll just go ahead and we can even well, maybe I was going to land on him, and then I proceeded not to land on him. You want to be careful of your energy, but as you can see there, we have so much energy at this point, we don't have to be too careful, at least until we get to the final boss. And if there's a final boss, they'll probably give us a recharge station right before it, right? But you do want to be careful. You can see that these things do grind out your energy a lot. So, best way to deal with these is to go ahead and, I think, drop three different of the power bombs, and that will go ahead and kill them. I think even if they're not attached to you, that will kill them. You just don't want them to attach to you, because they take a good bit of damage very quickly, so you do want to be careful of that. Otherwise, just doing the super missile thing is a lot easier when it comes down to it. Again, want to be careful, but these guys, they don't approach you very quickly, and unlike, like, if anyone had played Metroid 2, like, some of those fights, like, the Metroids took a lot of hits. It was a very long process, and a lot of, like, waiting in corners and waiting for them to get into your sights. Here, at the very least, they're slow, and they're very easy to kill. But, yeah, that was not the case in Metroid 2. I remember that having some difficulty at certain parts of that game. Oh, goody. You can see how much energy we're losing there, even though we stopped losing energy there for a second. Seems like when they take damage, we briefly have a point in which we do not take damage. And we killed the one down below as well, which is great. So altogether, this isn't that bad. We just have to make sure we kill all of the Metroids as we're going through, because all of these rooms are locked. And this is kind of reminiscent of Metroid 2, like the sand and all that. I would say this is a little bit reminiscent of that game. Can we not? Sorry, can't jump into them. Those guys did more damage to me than the Metroids did. Ain't that something? Also, Chozo. Chozo very clearly did not die in a happy position. Can't go back if you saw the door behind him was locked. Again, just these creatures that have been turned into sand. Can't scroll any farther. Oh, hi, buddy. No, I haven't been able to shoot you yet. Oh, there's a scary sound. Oh, Jesus. Hi. This is awkward. Well, please freeze. If you would ever so, oh God. Oh God. Well, we'll just do the same strategies before. Oh, it's not letting me drop power bombs. We are most likely gone. Oh. But no. If you notice, this thing is real big. This is actually the baby Metroid. Very specifically, the one that was stolen from us. It got a lot bigger. It got a lot bigger over the time in which we have not seen it. Now, now that we have no energy, it's time to go fight the final boss. Just look at that. We have the annoying sound at all. We only have heard the annoying sound like once or twice throughout the entire game, but it's back. It's awful. Don't want to hear it. We'll go ahead and start by going over to here, because this should hopefully make the awful noises stop. Please and thank you. I say we don't even need missiles because we have enough missiles. Because that doesn't recharge our super missiles, all things considering. But, oh, that's better. No awful noises. Now, I think you could go back now to one of those previous rooms to go ahead and get a couple of power-ups. Not power-ups, but your pickups. Your HP back or whatever. But you really don't need it at this point. You're fine. Everything's fine. Just continue through here. Just this sandy area. And you hear, like, the sound of bubbles in the background. Pick him off. This, I believe, is the last door. I don't think you can go back after this. Oh, you can. There's a certain door in which you cannot go back. This is the last save point, though. So you want to be... Make sure you save here. Don't hit the B button like I tend to do, because that would be bad, as they say. We'll end up going down and pop around and see where our little Metroid is. I'm just going to use, actually, for the first time ever, missiles, because missiles are not very valuable going forward. We're going ahead and keep missiles equipped, actually, during this. And I'll just use them here, because I'm not going to use them later on, I don't think. I'm not going to say that for sure, but there's a fairly decent chance I'm not going to use them later on. Here, but they shoot so quickly, so there's no reason really not to. Let's go ahead and jump your way in here. You do want to avoid, if you can, the acid, because it's not good. Oops, can I line up? Sorry, hold on. But thank you. Want to get on a platform that's not going to be, you know, not have us be knocked off every 2 seconds. And one more set right here. And again, just use the missiles, especially if you have this many. Because, I mean, you don't have to 100% the game. And look who it is! It's our old friend. Let's go ahead and show our old friend what business is. I'll say he's not. At least she's not fighting back, so this is fairly easy, all things considered. We just have to, yeah, not take too much damage. But this is not that difficult. Maybe we could we even just stand? Oh, we can't stand. I was going to stand right up there and, like, give it to her, but nope. No, is that it? There we go. We beat the game. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. A little bit anticlimactic, but, well, we've had harder bosses. This is often the case in games. Is that not the last boss is the hardest? There's usually harder bosses throughout. Oh! Well, never mind. Look, she got a body. This is awful. So, her head is her weak point. Very beginning here. Go ahead and just hammer her with the missiles. Very, very, very beginning. Because you're not going to use them later on. It's worth it to go ahead and just do the damage you can when she's not moving around that much. Because later on, she'll start moving around more. So, and then after you've done that, go ahead and switch to super missiles. But again, she's not moving around too much, so this actually is not all that bad. Just go ahead and hit her head. Her head is actually her weak point, so as long as you are able to continuously hit that, you should be pretty good. I mean, if you look at it, we've pretty much exhausted our supply of materials at this point, and she's hardly even moved. That being said, she's doing something, so having no other... Oh, God. Well, this isn't fun. This is what we call cheating. Let's not do that. That's very rude, ma'am. If I could ever so kindly get up and just do that. We're going to want to avoid that if we can. Nope. Oh, this is not good. This is really not good. Oh. If you would ever so kindly let me move, that would be... Also, we are out of all of our materials. We have no power bombs, no missiles. We're running out of energy very, very quickly. And we can't, for whatever reason... Oh, there we go. Oh, let's say we can't move, and it let us for a second there, but no, it's still saying no. Oh, God. We have to get out of the room. We have to get out of the way of this one, or this is probably... Oh, hi, buddy. That's nice of you. It's ever so kind that you could do this for me. I do appreciate it. See, like mother likes son. See, it's murdering the guy for us. This is fantastic. So that thing is huge. It is a huge Metroid. So we're saved. This is fine. So, you know, but now we can go ahead and leave with our baby. We're going to need a bigger ship, but that's fine. We can go ahead and take out a loan for a bigger ship. That's not the end of the world. Oh, thank you. He's even giving us more energy. Such a good boy. Oh. You know, I don't think dead things are supposed to foam at the mouth. Buddy, don't you know the meaning of die? Buddy, this is very rude. He's not attacking you anymore. The fight's over. We should be seeing the credits right here. Why are you not dying? Please stop. I don't think the thing is listening to my... Oh. Buddy, no. About to say now, that was just rude. That could have all been avoided. Now Samus is angry. This is what we call Samus being actually angry. It's like in Fire Emblem when you actually have the character, whatever the main character is, the new Fire Emblem game, Three Houses, the character actually gets upset at something. Then you're just like, oh, things are actually happening. This is essentially Samus in a bad mood. She's not had coffee. It's been a terrible morning. She spent all morning dealing with the crap of this planet. It was not planned. Oh, so now she's just going to go ahead and murder the crap out of anything and everything that gets in her way. I believe this is called the Hyper Beam. For those who are interested, it is the most powerful weapon in the game, minus a glitch weapon, which is not even... I mean, that's not fair. Also, time! Oh no, we have to get out of here. this is the end of the game. We did it. For whatever reason, that Mother Brain dying there sets off the planet to explode, which, odd design if you ask me, but that's fine. I'm not going to criticize it. I'm not an architect. I just don't think that if I was building a house, I would design it to explode if I died. Go over here and jump up. You know, you can go all the way around that room. It is much faster just to go that way. And we're going to need the time. So, I think we have to go up here. Go ahead and, you know, it's not that bad. I think we're still fine, excuse me, on time. But we do want to be careful. We don't want to lollygag around too much as we make our way through this entire area. It's quite a big area. So, and again, being in the center of an explosion, even with our super strong hyper beam that we now apparently have, would not be good, I say, as I fail to make jumps. Come on. I believe we have to get out of the top portion of this room. Yeah. Just a question of where is the hole. It's almost like a little bit of slowdown here. The screen is shaking so violently. It's a good way to, I mean, at least illustrate the world going to hell. So, we're definitely not going back down because the acid will still hurt us. We need to instead go up this way. You know, I would wonder, why would Mother Brain put acid here as well? You know, self-destruct switches, acid. She really needs to, I think, talk to a different architect. It's a very strange designer, to say the least. So I'm going through this a little bit slowly, but oh well. I think we're still fine on time, all things considered. But there's something important we have to do on our way out. So we need to make sure that we keep it going. You see that we actually pop out here, not where we had originally gone into the area, which is important for a number of reasons. For one, it's closer to the ship, but it actually puts us close to, well, to some friends. If we go ahead and morph ball down into here and come down this way, there you'll see that this door is not unlocked. Well, that's because there's something we're forgetting. You know, there's a couple of people that had helped us throughout our adventure. If we open up this, you see, okay, buddies, it's time for us to leave. Please, please go. Please leave. Find safety. Buddy. Let's say there's acid going into the room. So, go ahead and free them, and then we need to get out of our ship very, very quickly because, well, time is not in excess. I was trying to remember the word for excess. I was thinking of the word in Japanese. I'm like, no, it has an English word. But I understand the meaning, but I don't know the word. Oh God, everything's blowing up and I don't know words. This is awful. Absolutely awful. So, go ahead and pop in right here and let's get out. You know, we did it. We did our adventure. We're done. It's been a very bad morning for Samus. She needs to really, you know, just get out and have herself a nice latte or something similar in a place that is not here. And with that, we are out. We made it away from the planet in time before it literally blew up. Well, that's quite an explosion. Oh my. You know, Mother Brain really, you know, at least she went out with a bang. And we're off. We're flying away. We're safe. The animals are hopefully safe. Hopefully. I mean, if you play later games, you do know that they are safe to a certain extent. They are in a different place. They made it off the planet somehow. And we did it in 5 hours and 40 minutes with a perfect clear rate. Now, if you want to get a special little picture at the end, I believe it's based on your speed for beating the game. You have to beat the game in under 3 hours. I'm not going to go ahead and show that just because I don't think it's really worth it to go ahead and find the research for something that people could either find themselves or without too much difficulty go ahead and look up online. But regardless, you know, this was certainly a lot of fun to play through. It was a first Let's Play project for me for a very long time. I've done Let's Plays before on a different channel, and we're not going to talk about that too much because I don't think those videos even exist online anymore. I'm not sure. They might. Who knows? Still, if people find them, then good on you. You're so good at doing research. But it was from many, many years ago when I was in high school. But it's definitely been interesting doing this. It's a lot of fun. I don't play a lot of games anymore. And when I play games, like, I have a hard time like just paying attention to those, so I find that I don't enjoy games as much as I probably should. So commentating over them definitely is like a way to really put my attention towards like playing a game, which I think is more enjoyable for me, and I hope it's enjoyable for everyone watching. The game was good. I enjoy Super Metroid, and it was a lot of fun going through it in my own style without going through it in the correct order. And I think that shows, like, it's definitely a case where it's more enjoyable for me to go through in that way. You could go through the proper order, but there's not. I don't think that's very fun, all things considered. I'd rather go through it like I did. And the game's good. I definitely had some technical issues throughout the first part of the project, and it resolved itself to a certain extent as we went further on. In the beginning, I had some skipping of the video that I was like, wait, what? Why do you exist? And what that ultimately was that the hard drive I was writing to, as far as the video goes, was not fast enough, so there was some skipping. I switched the hard drive over to a SSD, and that's fine. And the other thing is, like, at the very beginning, the audio was probably very, very quiet for the commentary, and I boosted that up as much as I could, but there's only so much I can do being not an audio energy, and oh my, audio in an engineer, good lord. So depending on your speed beating the game, this next portion right here will change how much you see. So, you see, because we had a completion time of 5 hours, we just get her hat gone. If you have a completion time under 3 hours, her entire, like, exterior suit is gone. So I'm not going to show that because, you know, you can always play the game or do it quickly. But we did do it. We went ahead and beat the game. And our collection rate is, in fact, 100%, which is exactly what we wanted. Another guides online for doing the entire game in under 3 hours with, 100%. I'm trying to think. Again, words are hard. But, you know, this was good. It was a lot of fun to go ahead and play the game like this. But this is the end. I hope everyone's enjoyed. I said this, I think, at the very beginning, but if you wanted to look at the future stuff I do, there will be more Let's Plays to come. I'm not sure what game is next, but I'll be doing more Let's Plays, or check out the stuff that my brother's creating. I'm not sure when he'll have his first stuff up, but certainly check that out. And going forward, I'm not sure when we'll have it all started. We will be doing stuff together as well. So keep those, just keep an eye out. All the gaming related stuff that I do is going to be posted primarily to this channel. I do run a secondary channel, or I guess it would be my primary channel, where I do a weekly vlog and I talk about other similar things. And I also am working on a fiction series world building project called the Craven Project. If you guys would like to check any of that out, please certainly check my channel, my personal channel. The links for that are in the description below. Anyways, with that, I hope you guys have all had a fantastic day, and I will see you guys next time. See you then.